This week, we got our first real example on why the same capability deserves a little respect. Security researchers documented what they believe is the first case of an entire cyber attack, start to finish, being carried out by an AI agent operating on its own. Not just one piece of it, the whole chain. I didn't quite think I'd be an AI news channel, but I thought this was kind of interesting, so I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to be precise about it because AI being used in a hack isn't actually new. People have used AI to write phishing emails, generate malicious code, help with pieces of an attack for a while now. But what's different here is that a human attacker set the target and the goal. That part didn't change. But once the goal was set, the AI agent handled every single step, carrying it out independently, finding a way in, moving through the network, even fixing its own mistakes in real time when something failed. In one case, researchers said it diagnosed a failed step and corrected it in 31 seconds without anyone directing it. Now, before this turns into a doom video, it's not, because this is the exact same capability I explained last week. The same keeps going without stopping after one step quality makes AI actually useful for you. It wasn't a different, sinister kind of AI. It's the same thing pointed somewhere bad, running with nobody checking in along the way. One honest nuance worth adding: one independent security researcher who reviewed this called it an evolution in execution, not a fundamentally new technique. The hacking methods used were already known years-old vulnerabilities. What's new isn't the attack itself, it's that an AI agent could run the entire documented case independently, without the attacker needing deep expertise in any one step. That's actually the whole lesson. And it's a useful one, not a scary one. Now you might be thinking, okay, that's a security story. I'm not running a company. Why does this matter to me? Fair question. Here's why I think it does. The tool gets more capable, people get more comfortable handing it responsibility, and the checking in gets quietly skipped. Not out of carelessness, just because it's working. So why keep watching? That's exactly the moment worth paying attention to, whether you're running a business or just using AI for your own life. Think back to the intern metaphor from last week. You can hand a capable intern a checklist instead of one instruction at a time. That's a good thing. That's what saves you time. But you still check in on the intern periodically. Not because you don't trust them necessarily, just because unsupervised for too long on anything is where mistakes happen, or in rare cases, where the wrong instructions get followed a little too well. The more independence you give an AI tool, the more that periodic check-in actually matters. Not paranoia, just the same common sense you would apply to anyone you've delegated real responsibility to. So here's what that looks like day to day. If you're using AI to handle something financial, categorizing expenses, drafting anything tied to money, glance at what it actually did before you consider it done, not just the summary it gives you. If you're feeding it anything with personal or sensitive information, notice what it's pulling from and where that information is going, not just what comes back. And if you're letting it run several steps in a row on something that matters, check in partway through occasionally, not only at the very end. Small habit, real difference. AI didn't get scarier this week. It just gave us a real example of why hands-off has limits. That's worth knowing, not fearing. That's vintage intelligence, where experience meets what's next. I'm Dawn, and I'll see you in the next one.